Now that we've looked at all the basics of Google Docs, I want to just finish with 3 really cool tools that I think you might enjoy in Google Docs and you might find helpful. The first is the version history of a Google Doc. And that is, it maintains all the copies of the document over time, so you don't ever lose your work. Let's say that I did come in here, make some changes. One of the people that I'm collaborating with made some changes. Somebody else came down here, made some changes. And now this is our current version of the document. I take a look at it and I decide I really want to go back to an earlier version. I don't like all the changes that they made. I'm going to come over here to my File menu, go to Version History, and let's see the version history. And you can do this with any Google Doc. In fact, you can do this with any document inside Google, whether it's a sheet, slide, etc. Now, the 2 versions that we've been working on, here's my original when I created the document, and now it looks like, well, this is just the rest of that version. But the little expand for detailed versions, these are all the changes that I've been making today, little by little. So I can go back to this version, and that removes those last edits. And if that's the one that I want, I just say restore this version. Yep, absolutely. And now that becomes the primary version of the document once again. So being able to go back and look at the version history gives you a way to recover a document when mistakes have been made, when something has accidentally been deleted, but it also lets you collaborate on a document and then decide which version of that document is going to be the version that best represents what you intended with the document. So that's your version history. The second cool tool is a different way to share your document with others. Now, we looked at the sharing tool and ways to invite people to collaborate and comment and view the document. But maybe I just want to send someone else a copy of this document. I don't want them to see my document. I don't want them to change my document. I just want to say, here's your own copy. Go work on it. There is a way to do that. Up here in the URL bar, I'm going to highlight the URL address. And the shortcut for doing that, if you want to know, is Command L. Now, you may be able to see the entire URL if you don't have all these extensions loaded, but if you can't see it, tap the right arrow and it will take you to the end of the URL. And you'll notice that for every Google Doc, the last thing is the word edit. If I delete edit and put copy, if I open up another account, blank tab, paste in that link, I don't see the document, but it says, would you like to make a copy of this? They can click Make Copy. It will give them their own copy in their Google Drive of my document. So they can have it as a reference, they can read it, they can review it, they can make their own changes to it. They just can't change my copy. My copy stays intact. Now, the last tool, pretty cool tool. I've used this often, and you may find that you use it a lot, and that is voice typing. So I'm going to just hit a couple of returns down here. I'm going to come up to my tools, go to voice typing, and I get this little microphone, and it's as simple as what it says, click to speak. It will ask, do you want to give Google Docs access to your microphone? One way to format a document is to highlight the text and use the various tools on the menu bar across the top to use bold, italics, underline, or other formatting options. Period. New paragraph. You can also use the format menu to pull down and select things such as all capitalizations in a line, the space between lines, etc. Period. It's just that easy. It does a really good job of recognizing the words and your punctuation. You should go back and review things just a bit. I did not put in commas where I should have. If I had said comma, it would have put those in, just as you saw it did with the period and the new paragraph. The voice typing, the voice recognition has gotten so much better over the years, and it is a great way to just get down some quick notes or even write a document. I use it more than I ever thought I would because it's quick and easy. You do have to get over the slight awkwardness of sitting alone in your office and talking out loud. That can feel a little odd at times. But I think now that we've been Zooming a lot, we're kind of used to talking to our computers, and so you may find voice typing even more comfortable to use. So there, 3 tools for you: the version history, the copy link, and the voice typing. Hopefully those 3 things will help you enjoy working more with Google Docs.